mark this date in Doctor Who history, June 7th, 2024. The episode, Rogue, the 6th episode of the new Dr. Ncuti era. Officially, as of this date, the Doctor is gay as...
What? What? What?
All right, so maybe I should clear that up a little bit. Dr. Ncuti is gay. The Doctor is not. The Doctor...
I'm the Doctor.
For, almost 60 years, from William Hartnell to Peter Capaldi, was not gay. Every iteration that I've seen, recalling, hopefully correctly, the Doctor liked women.
I said Rose Tyler.
Yeah, and how was that sentence going to end?
Does it need saying?
Very clearly during David Tennant years, the Doctor liked women. Doctor married a woman. River Song.
There you go, River Song. Melody Pond. You're the woman who married me.
But now, this is the first time we see the Doctor, Dr. Ncuti.
I am absolutely lovely.
Dr. Ncuti likes dudes. So that's where we are. 2024. Ncuti Gatwa cosplaying the Doctor. Dr. Ncuti likes guys. Okay. All right. That's where we live in now. And I really want to emphasize that word cosplaying because it's going to come up a lot in this episode. Oh, no. Yeah. This is the Bridgerton episode.
My Bridgerton.
Now, after watching this episode, which kind of left me speechless, I really thought I was watching Russell T Davies / fic. Like, he wanted to write this back when he first started Doctor Who, 2005, but he couldn't do it. So he would just write it on his own and sell it at conventions. Sort of like Kirk Spock / fic back in the day. But this apparently was written by Kate Herron and Brianni Redman. So they've written an episode, which is basically Ruby and Dr. Ncuti go to early 19th century Britain to play Bridgerton, basically. And it's Bridgerton because it's said several times throughout the episode.
Oh, this is so Bridgerton. Literally dressing up and playing at Bridgerton.
And in our Childers case, it's Bridgerton.
And this is actually a Monster of the Week episode, which Doctor Who is famous for, of course. This time, our Monster of the Week are called the Chalar. And they are kind of bird-like creatures. And basically what they do is they, suck the life force out of a person and take on their physical form. So they're shape-shifting into the body, basically because they're going to cosplay.
And bloodshed and cannons. Gunpowder.
We're going to cosplay this planet to death.
Yeah, the alien species from a whole other planet says they are cosplaying. Just wrap your mind around that.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so we're channeling Bridgerton. We're channeling cosplay conventions. And then, of course, we're even channeling Russell T Davies himself. Because you see, there's a handsome gentleman involved, a new character that we meet for the first time. And we meet this person because while Ruby and Dr. Ncuti are dancing, doing some waltzing, which Ruby's amazed she can dance. She doesn't know how she can do it. Well, I'll tell you how she can do it. Because she's got psychic earrings.
How do I know these moves?
Psychic earrings. Choreography beamed into your motor system. Tap twice to choose your moves. It's like instant Strictly.
Yeah, apparently these psychic earrings give her the instructions telepathically on how to dance whatever waltz they're in. That actually plays a point later on. But while they're doing all this dancing and everything and in the Bridgerton environment, and yes, this is totally Bridgerton, the completely fully diverse early 19th century, rather, England, wealthy gentry class, full of multiculturalism.
Multicultural.
Why deal with factual accuracy. Why does historical accuracy matter? It doesn't. All that matters is diversity. We got to get those DEI ESG points for BBC. They're doing a great job with this episode.
I score.
But they pick up some strange radio signals, and it all relates to this guy, this enigmatic, strangely attractive stranger on the balcony. So Dr. Ncuti goes up to meet this person, and this person is named Rogue.
Does not a lord have a name?
Rogue.
We have some very obvious flirting between Dr. Ncuti and Rogue.
I think you and I should go outside.
Yeah.
Okay, Rogue. You're tall, you're handsome, you're arrogant. You look great in that jacket.
Look, it's clear Dr. Ncuti just coming on to the dude. And, they're kind of sussing each other out. Turns out this Rogue dude is actually a bounty hunter. That's right. He's a bounty hunter, and he's trying to track down the Chalar, who are shapeshifters. But since Dr. Ncuti showing some advanced knowledge and some technological superiority, he figures that Dr. Ncuti is the Chalar and takes him into custody back onto a ship.
Excuse me, I think...
You.
So Dr. Ncuti now imprisoned on the ship. And if he was actually the doctor, you would think the first thing he would say is, no, I'm not a Chalar, I'm a Time Lord. No, Dr. Ncuti doesn't do that because he's too busy flirting, trying to get into Rogue's pants. I'm not kidding. It's basically what he does. So he's trying to learn about Rogue. And one of the things we learn apparently is that this outer space bounty hunter named Rogue, who's currently in the 19th century, has Dungeons and Dragons dice on his control console.
Did you get your name from Dungeons and Dragons?
And that's how he got his name, named Rogue, the class of Rogue. Problem with this. That would technically mean that this Rogue dude is actually a time traveler, because there was no fucking Dungeons and Dragons in 1813. Gary Gygax didn't come with it to 1970s for the love of God. I don't understand what these writers are doing. They're too busy being meta. They're just like, oh, this is so cool. Let's do this. You know what else? Dr. Ncuti apparently uses his sonic screwdriver. Dr. Ncuti uses his sonic screwdriver to find Rogue's playlist.
It says that you're wired for sound.
Yeah, so apparently this is a Kylie Minogue song, I guess. Of course, Kylie Minogue played Astrid Perth on a really good episode when Doctor Who used to be good, Voyage of the Damned.
I'm the doctor, by the way.
Astrid, sir. Astrid Peth.
Nice to meet you, Astrid. Merry Christmas.
To go back to those Halcyon days when we just had good sci-fi stories. Why do that? Because we got this meta gay story going on. So, Dr. Ncuti continuing to flirt instead of actually trying to get out of this with Rogue. Rogue realizes that Dr. Ncuti sonic screwdriver isn't a threat because he scans and realizes it's a screwdriver and says, that'd be great. I need some shelves to put up.
Screwdriver?
Yes.
Which is convenient because I've been wanting some new shelves over there.
You know what? I don't know if you've noticed. You probably should notice because I didn't say it before, but our writers, Kate and Brianna here, are calling back to another very famous RTD story. Let's think about this. A handsome, roguish, cad, flirty, American accent. Who could that be?
Captain Jack Harkness, 133 Squadron, Royal Air Force, American Volunteer.
Yeah, that's right. Hello. This is Dr. Ncuti's version of Jack Harkness because for some reason, well, we know why, John Barrowman got canceled and won't be allowed back on Doctor Who. Whatever you take of that. But literally, they're even mimicking the scene. I think maybe it was a Doctor Dances when Jack talks about the sonic screwdriver.
Who looks at a screwdriver and thinks, ooh, this could be a little more sonic?
What, you never been bored?
There's got to be a light switch.
Never had a long night? Never had a lot of cabinets to put up?
Regardless, Dr. Ncuti convinces Rogue that he's not a Chalar, he's actually a Time Lord, and he gets out of the trifold trap of some sort. I guess it shunts him off to another dimension or something. And then they go off to find the Chalar, but they're slow to get there because they continue to flirt entirely along the way. Dr. Ncuti also takes him back to the TARDIS to show him how great his place is. And of course, there's some more flirting there.
Let's argue across the stars.
I mean, you know, it's very important that we continue this sexual back and forth between these two characters, despite the fact that Chalar are there to take over a bunch of humans, and apparently cosplay the planet to death. But all that's important is that Dr. Ncuti and Rogue here get a little time to bump uglies, I guess. That's the most important thing. Hi, this is current Doctor Who.
Social justice is so important around here.
I honestly got the feeling that this whole, you know, alien storyline was secondary to Dr. Ncuti getting a little bit of action in this episode, or at least trying to get some action in this episode. But speaking of the aliens, going back to Ruby, she's still there, and she's dealing with a new friend she's met named Emily. Emily appears to be a young woman in English society, trying to make her way, trying to find basically a husband, literally just like, go watch Bridgerton. That's all that's happening. We also get to see that one of the Chalar is Lord Barton. He flirts with Emily for a bit. And the lady who's hosting the party, the Duchess of Pemberton, played by Indira Varma. So she's also a Chalar. She and Lord Barton are, you know, trying to continue to take over and get different experiences, cosplay as many as they can. They're not the only ones there. There's some other Chalar there as well. But Ruby's made friends with this person, Emily, and she's hanging out with Ruby, being amazed how fascinating and interesting Ruby is.
But you can do whatever you want. Oh, you are revolutionary.
So eventually Dr. Ncuti and his new boyfriend Rogue meet up with Ruby and Emily, and they all realize something's going wrong.
Doctor, there's a dead body upstairs. It's been drained. Someone or something has killed it.
Oh, you know.
So Dr. Ncuti comes up with an idea. Since the Chalar are very attracted, apparently, to drama and you know, emotional situations, he decides that, Jesus Christ, who came up with this fucking idea? He and Rogue are going to dance together and cause a scandal.
Quite the sight.
And then in the middle of the dance, they're going to get into a fight.
You cad! Tell me what your heart wants.
And then out of nowhere, Rogue goes down on one knee to propose to Dr. Ncuti. Jesus. This was the plan to lure the Chalar out. So Dr. Ncuti and Rogue have lured the Chalar out, and they realize there's more than one. There's 4 of them. Oh, wait. No, there's another. You see, Emily, Ruby's friend, is actually a Chalar.
A Ruby Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. And she's so fascinated by how unique Ruby is, she wants to cosplay her.
I want to be you.
So yeah, that means that what we've seen so far is Ruby's dead, because that's what happens. And now Dr. Ncuti and Rogue realize they're outnumbered. So they run together. Rogue grabs Dr. Nchuti's hand.
Run. I'm normally the one that says that.
If you remember any of my prior videos, I've said we have yet to see Dr. Ncuti act like a hero. This is an example. So they managed to escape, but the Chalar have a plan to create some sort of wedding. I don't even understand the purpose of this, but they're putting on some giant display, and they're pretending to have a wedding, and it's going to involve Lord Barton and the Chalar Ruby. So when Dr. Ncuti at the wedding and he realizes that it's not Ruby, it's Chalar Ruby, which means Ruby's dead, he does the thing Dr. Ncuti always does. He starts crying.
I promise.
And then he actually gets angry, which is, I guess, kind of emotion for Dr. Ncuti. I guess it's supposed to be the vengeful doctor, which was actually played much better by much better actors than Dr. Ncuti. Doctors with actual emotion, doctors with actual passion, actors who knew the character and played it well. But Dr. Ncuti decides to imprison the Chalar.
Triform off!
But turns out, there's a mistake. You see, there's actually only 4 Chalar in there.
My mum's called Carla and my grand's called Sherry, and it snows when I was born, and we met space babies, and I'm really, really sorry.
No, she's Ruby. Yeah, apparently she beat the Chalar because she activated her psychic earring and went into battle mode.
Battle mode?
She fought off the Chalar with her psychic earring battle mode to Lady Gaga music. So now we have the 4 Chalar and Ruby trapped in the Triform prison thing. It's counting down, which is going to shunt them off to some other dimension. Dr. Ncuti can't shut it down. Rogue shows up, and Dr. Shooty's like literally distraught.
Triform off! Triform off! Triform off!
Transport gate charge.
And then Rogue asks him,
Can you lose your friend to save the world?
and then again, Dr. Ncuti breaks down. I don't think the doctor would have done that. But Dr. Ncuti does, because that's what these writers today think Dr. Ncuti is. Dr. Shooty's not a hero. Dr. Shooty's just a secondary character in a show called Doctor Who, cosplaying the Doctor very poorly. And this then leads to, of course, the kiss. So Rogue pulls away from the kiss, and it turns out he used that opportunity to take the trigger device that would send the Chalar and Ruby to the other dimension, and jumps in, pushing Ruby out of the way. I'm not really certain how this works, but I guess, this is the story they're telling, and tells the doctor, find me, and presses the button. And then he and the Chalar all disappear. The story wraps up with Ruby and the doctor sitting outside Bridgerton Castle, whatever the hell we are. I don't know. Doctor seems sad because he lost his boyfriend. But, there's always hope. There's always hope that he could find this guy again. Wow. Yeah, that's the episode. That's it. So I guess we're supposed to feel very sorry for Dr. Ncuti. He met a hot dude, fell in love, and lost him. Poor Dr. Ncuti. We don't get to see enough of Dr. Ncuti having sex, I think, in Doctor Who. I think that's really what we need to have more of. More hot Dr. Ncuti sex. I think that's what the show's missing, because that's, of course, what Doctor Who's always been about, right? That's what this is all about.
Only graphic gay sex scenes.
If you want to have a gay character, that's fine. I've said that before. That's fine. I like Captain Jack. Captain Jack was clearly a pansexual character. John Barrowman is a gay man, very openly gay, very out there. I'm fine with John Barrowman as an actor. He does a great job in every role I've seen him do. But he knows the role, right? Captain Jack is a certain character. The Doctor has been a certain character for almost 60 years. And now we're changing it because I guess that's what times demand. No, you don't do that. You stay true to the character. You tell stories that are Doctor Who stories, not some slash fic that you wish the Doctor was gay and maybe, I don't know, maybe, you know, RTD at one point fantasized about being rogue. Maybe that's why he came up with Captain Jack. I don't know. I like Captain Jack's character, but I don't know what's going on in RTD's mind. I don't know why he saw the script and goes, yeah, fucking go with this. This is awesome. Because it's not. It's not good. It's just sad. It's just sad. So no, I didn't like the episode at all. I don't care if it's a gay character. I just think it's wrong to change a 60-year-old character to support whatever narrative you want. History exists for a reason. You can't change it just because you wanna. 2 more episodes left. Whatever. I guess we're getting something in that woman that shows up everywhere in next episode. Maybe there'll be something to like in it. I don't know at this point. Questions, comments, witticisms down below. Click all those good buttons. See you guys later.